This video is brought to you by America First Insight. Help support the growing conservative movement by becoming a member today. And if you want to support this channel, you can also use the code REAL when becoming a member. Thank you and enjoy the video. We got some breaking news out of the Commonwealth of Virginia. As a little while ago, Trafalgar just released a brand new Virginia poll, which they released one a couple days ago, but now they released a brand new updated poll out of Virginia. And the Democrat Party, they might begin to panic just a little bit, as according to Trafalgar and Insider Advantage, two very good pollsters, Democrats are collapsing up and down the ballot. They're currently collapsing, while Republicans, they're surging at the right time. Now, I want to be clear about one thing. Trafalgar is a very unique pollster where they're either spot on, like they get within 1% of the final result, or they have huge misses. That's Trafalgar in a nutshell. They're either spot on or their misses are bad, like off by 15, 20 points, 25 points, something ridiculous like that. But the majority of the time, they're a pretty good pollster. And well, their brand new poll out of Virginia, which, by the way, back in 2021, they were the best pollster in Virginia by far. They got the final margin within like 0.5% or something crazy like that. Well, their brand new poll, which they did one a couple days ago, but now this is a brand new one, it's showing the Republicans, they're continuing to surge. In fact, look at the Virginia Lieutenant Governor race. It's a statistical tie. The Democrats at 46%. John Reed, the Republican, he's at 46% as well. But now, Virginia Governor, Winsome Sears, she is slowly but surely going up, while Spanberger, she's going down. Now, not a big swing compared to the prior poll. The last poll, they had Spanberger up by 2.5%. This went closer to 2%, which, you know, not the biggest swing in the world. But the reason that this is noteworthy is this is post-debate. This is post-debate. This is post-all that. And it seems like the entire ticket, especially for governor, they're starting to stagnate. Or, in fact, go down a little bit, which is not good. Because Democrats, this scandal with Jay Jones, it's bad for them. Well, let's cut the crap. This is a disaster for them. And the way they handled the scandal was so bad that now it's going to potentially sink the entire ticket. And not just for AG, which, let's be honest here, I think that race is over. You can even look at the betting markets right now. People are thinking, yeah, this race is done. Meares, more than likely, he's going to win. Not a guarantee, of course, because it is Virginia, but it is looking pretty likely that, yeah, Jay Jones is done. Like, this race is basically over with. The scandal was really bad. It's done. Right now, Meares has a 63% chance of winning. So again, the betting markets aren't perfect, but it gives a good illustration as to what people are thinking right now. And this poll confirms it. And yeah, Jay Jones, he did have a little bit of a dead cat bounce. Like, he went from 43% to 44.5%. Kind of a big swing, yeah. But Meares, he went up as well. He's nearly cracking 50%, which is a big deal because if you crack 50%, guess what? You're going to win. No matter what happens, no matter what, some random third-party crap, no matter what, if you get 50% of the vote, you're going to win, no matter what. So, right now, Jason Meares, he's still up by a big margin, up by roughly 5%, which outside the margin of error, and it looks like the undecideds, it looks like they're going to break from Meares. Even if it's only a tiny amount that break for him, it's over. Like, this race is completely done. Well, not completely done, but it's looking likely, yeah, this race more than likely is done. But now we have to talk about not just Lieutenant Governor, which we always thought that there was a chance to win that seat, but now there is a serious possibility that Winsome Sears could actually win. I know that sounds crazy, but compare this poll to the prior one. Spanberger, it was a very small shift, but she still went down. She went down by a very small margin, by 0.2%. Sears went up by 0.2%. If you're Spanberger, you don't want to be at 47%. You don't want to be, because as a Democrat in Virginia, shouldn't you be at 51% right now? If you were to clearly win by a massive margin, you should be cracking 50% right now. but they're not. And other pollsters, they're showing the same thing. Spanberger, she is trending downwards. She might crack 50% here and there, but these polls coming out now, they're not looking good for Spanberger at all. And yeah, Winsome Sears, she's a fairly weak candidate, but gotta give the campaign credit. They have capitalized on the J. Jones scandal perfectly. In fact, this image right here, if Spanberger loses, is gonna forever haunt the Democrats. For those that don't know, this was during the debate, and she could not give an answer about J. Jones. She couldn't say a damn thing about it. And Sears was asking her, hey, do you condemn this? What is it going to take for you to condemn this? And she has that stupid, the half-fake smirk bullshit. It's like, really? Like, you're going to smirk at this lunatic saying he wants to kill a political opponent and stuff? It's like, really? And the Republicans, they have capitalized on this up and down the ballot. And now, we have a ball game. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we actually have a serious chance to where Democrats could actually lose. I still think Spanberger is a clear frontrunner, but now, Lieutenant Governor, I don't know. I think Myers is a clear frontrunner for AG. But now, Governor, we have to talk about as, still unlikely, but every single day, it's the likelihood of Sears pulling off what could very well be one of the biggest upsets in a long time. It keeps going up. It's every day. It's like every hour. Democrats do something even dumber, and Sears does just enough where, okay, she had a 1% chance of winning back in September. Now it's up in early October, it was up to like 5%. Now it's, I don't know, maybe 20%? We're at that point, like, hey, it's still unlikely, sure, but it's becoming more and more plausible. Which is just crazy to say, but that's what's happening right now. And Spanberger's not helping herself at all. Look at this. On her campaign website as of now, which they might change this, but look at this. Spanberger still is selling merch, tying herself to J. Jones. And this is on her campaign website right now. So, these idiots of the Democrat Party, they're so deranged, they're so delusional, that not only can they not do the basic thing of just condemning J. Jones, which anyone with half a brain should have condemned him, but they didn't. They did not condemn it whatsoever, and in fact, in some areas, they're actually doubling down their support. Not only that, you have Spanberger still selling merch, tying herself to J. Jones, which is just politically stupid. Like, why? He is sinking right now, and you're gonna sink yourself with him? Really? It's stuff like this that adds up over time. First, the condemnation she had, or quote-unquote condemnation, it wasn't that, but either way, what she said about J. Jones right away, it was pathetic, it was nothing, but then, the more she ignored it, the more people began to realize this was the entire ticket, not condemning this, not condemning political murder. But now, she can't even hide her own smirk during a debate. And now they're just selling the merch still. They're still selling merch, tying herself to J. Jones. Why? Are these people this deranged where they can't, like, help themselves? Like, yeah, we actually support what J. Jones said. Actually, they do. Privately, a lot of these people, they said, hell yes, what J. Jones said. Why else would they not universally condemn this? Why? Because they support what he said. They just want to say it publicly. I mean, this is a private text message to a Republican colleague. What do you think J. Jones said in private to Democrats? Like, private messages. What do you think he said to them? I guarantee you it's far worse. Now, it's not just the polling data, by the way. We have the early voting updates, and it's getting much better for the GOP. I still have some questions about it. For a little bit there, it looked like it was getting bad for Republicans, but it seems like they're gaining more and more momentum. Now, Christian Heinz's model is pretty good. It's not perfect, of course, but he's one of the most accurate forecasters in Virginia. And the model right now is basically identical to 2024. That's huge. Back in 2021, Democrats led by like 30 points on the same day. Now, they're up by only 20. So it looks like the environment is much closer to 2024 than even 2021, which is huge if you're Winsome Sears, because now you just gotta win just enough Harris supporters, people that did not vote for Trump, to win. That's all you need to do now. And of course, you gotta get the base out, which is a big concern, but it really seems like, especially post Charlie Kirk, Republicans are motivated to vote. And now with the J. Jones scandal, people are like, oh, hell no, we can't support these lunatics. So you start looking more at it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really think Winsome Sears could win. I never thought I would say those words, but I mean, early voting, it's stagnated for Democrats. It's basically back to what it was in 2024. Trump did pretty good there considering, and this is a more down ballot race, which Republicans, at least in the past, tend to do better down ballot in Virginia than for president. That's usually what happens, not always the case. Most of the time, yeah, the Republican down ballot, even somebody like Winsome Sears, they tend to outrun everybody else. So, is it enough for Sears to win? I don't know. We're at a point, though, where it's a serious question. Not just, oh, there's a 1% chance. No. I mean, if the political environment is to the right of 2024, which is possible now, that's crazy to say that, hey, it might be even more Republican than 2024 was. If that's the case, you have a serious chance, and not just winning one statewide office, but sweeping attorney general, lieutenant governor, and even the governorship. And if that happens, say goodbye to the blue wave narrative for 2026, because if you can't win Virginia or even New Jersey in off your election, which should be very favorable to you for turnout, if you lose these races or even come close to losing them, especially in Virginia, what do you think's gonna happen next year when turnout is gonna be way higher? You think that's gonna be actually great news for the Democrats when they're the party of low turnout? They're the party of low turnout. They beg for 5% turnout. Anything higher than that, they lose. It's just an example. It's an exaggeration, but you get the point. Republicans, meanwhile, they want to get as many people out to vote as possible. The higher their turnout is, usually the better it is for the GOP. So yeah, it is looking very interesting in Virginia. We could pull off the upset. Those words I never thought I would say about Sears, but she's capitalized on the J. Jones stuff. And I have no clue what Spanberger's doing. I'm just baffled. Like, seriously, you're going to lose the AG race. Who cares? Why tie yourself to a sinking ship like that? Just bail and just say he should drop out of the race or something. No, they can't even do that. They're so deranged. They're so delusional. They have to support J. Jones because, I don't know, democracy or some crap like that. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.